WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Hi, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Aw, did you find your land nav point, Lieutenant? Good job, Lieutenant. You get a
Expert Action Badge.
Put on your uniform right.
Expert Action Badge.
Show up to work on time.
Expert Action Badge.
Qualify on your weapon.
Expert Action Badge. Badge of Action.
Find your guidon.
Expert Action Badge.
That's right. Just doing your normal warrior tasks and drills, you get a
Expert Action Badge.
Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Shit in a bag, Pogue. Badge of Action.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Action Badge.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Son of Excellence is 28 April.
Break them all some.
2022 in the year of our javelin. I'm your host. And of course, riding in the gutter seat, I got the Spanky.
Break them all some.
Hey y'all.
Oh,
Good evening, boys and girls.
Man, I'm glad you're back, the Spankus. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Like, you know, it's just busy getting ready for the end of the year. The girls got so much stuff going on, and I still haven't got our calendar synced up, so, you know.
Dude, tell me about it, man. It's like,
I thought I wasn't going to be able to be here tonight.
I know.
I
know. It's just like, yeah, it's just the calendar. Dude, the calendar lately's been, gosh. Can you believe it's almost the end? April's almost done.
Right.
We're still in 2020-2.
Part 2.
Part 2 of 2020.
Part
yes.
2.
2020.
Or is this part 3 or 4 by now?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Exactly. Oh my God, what a freaking
Time
night.
doesn't even matter anymore. We're
no.
just
you got two NCOs right now that are in a bad freaking mood already. They're kind of cranky tonight.
I am a little cranky today.
It's some crankiness. You know what?
On this episode of Cranky Sergeant's Time.
Yeah, exactly. It's some salty NCOs night tonight on Sergeant's Time. You guys have a good week.
Extra spicy.
Some drama for your mama. Dude, I just something that, okay. CSMs.
Oh, you just want to make me even more cranky. Okay, let's go. Let's do this.
CSMs, first sergeants, and master sergeants promotable. Stop. Just stop with the helicopter leadership. We literally have, what's up, Bradley? We literally have nothing to sweat anymore other than a CTC rotation, maybe some gunnery, maybe some STXs, FTXs, a couple of leadership events, maybe some staff rides. Why are you helicopter leadering your troops? Look.
They don't know what to do with their hands.
They I thought I was about to say, they don't. I will say right now, One Punch Dad, his imitation of all Army leaders that you see on his TikTok, go to One Punch Dad, of course, on TikTok, and it's his Instagram as well. The Chief has these personalities down to a T. I mean, to a T. Órale, Oscar. Caiga ese. ¿Qué pasó? I'm still pissed off about the Latinx or Latinx bullshit that's been going on from Monday, so I'm still cranky from that.
No, we're not. We're definitely. If you're gonna start talking Monday stuff, I'm out. I can't handle it. I can handle talking about some cranky ass.
I'm just saying, just a little bit of a, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post a video of an M1 Garand. You know, an M1 Garand, the old World War II, and they fire like 8 shots, and they go pow pow pow, and then it goes tinks like that. I think I'm gonna make fun of that and go latinx, pow 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 pow, latinx like that. Or Latinx, or Latinx, as the president likes to say. Latinx. Introducing Benvenidos. Here's a new toilet paper for you, señoras y señoras. Latinx. Loaded, on fire, loaded. So let's go back to what I was saying about it earlier. Yeah. Just seeing some of the stuff that's talking to somebody. I'm still connected to the streets. The smoke pit always talks to me. The E4 Mafia, the First Sergeant Mafia, the Sergeant Major Mafia, and the CSM Mafia. Believe it or not, there are specific mafias within the Army that I know people right now. I'm getting a bunch of DMs right now doing, dude, shut up.
Why are you talking? Why are you talking?
Why are you just talking in right here? Just stop. So, the E4 Mafia has been telling me that their sergeants have been pretty dragged out. They've been getting some, almost to the point where they're seeing their senior leaders go into behavioral health a lot because their first sergeants and sergeants major are just putting pressure for like wondering what the hell going on. Most of their sergeants and their NCOICs, from what the E4 Mafia has been telling me, has been mostly combat veterans coming back, and they're trying to exercise. I don't know if it's a patch, no patch thing. I don't know if it's combat, non-combat thing. I don't know if it's what the personality is, but your troops right now are telling us, telling the, from the mouth of babes, you've heard that term. Mm-hmm. The little ones are concerned about you leaders. They're concerned about you sergeants. They're concerned about it. And as I ask each question or just kind of like poking, individuals know who I am. They know where I work. They know what I do for a living. They know that I'm part of the WTF Mafia. And a lot of them vent to me. And they do say specifically that we don't know why our NCOs are like, they're the force is concerned. And I'll be honest with you. That's the first time I've ever heard any soldier give a shit about their NCOs. You know what I mean? Like have a general concern. Like literally, my NCOs is he's doing this, he's doing that.
Well, I think it is. I think one of the reasons is because, we are starting to train soldiers to recognize these signs in their battle buddies, right? Of, mental distress with whichever way, So it's like they're not only going to recognize, like, hey, if their buddy needs help, they're going to say, hey, my NCO probably needs help. My commander needs help, like, for whatever it is that they're seeing from their NCOs doing, they're like, this dude's stressed out.
Right.
You need, talk to somebody or
exactly.
So it shows, like, if your soldiers are noticing that, it shows that at least the training that they're getting on mental health awareness is working. So
right. And Stan brings up a good point. Mission command: just trust your team, give them a scope and left and right limits, and it's not complicated. That's right. Stan, unfortunately, sometimes, as Arnold Schwarzenegger would say on Total Recall, unfortunately, it's not going to happen. You see, it's my body. There's NCOs out there that really feel that they have to be in everybody's shit. I almost want to have a marketing campaign with Motorola Razr and ask Elon Musk to freaking hey, why don't you give everybody flip phones? Give everybody, because if you see and we're gonna post some screenshots in a minute. If you see some of the things that they're posting about, it's some crazy shit. Now some of it is whiny. Some of it's kind of like, yeah, you are in the Army. You're supposed to go to the field. There are some soldier tasks that you have to accomplish. There are some events in soldier. We're still working off the 37 warrior task and 11 battle drills. And you kind of have to you have to maintain those. You have to maintain your physical fitness. You have to maintain mental fitness.
Right,
Bailey. What are they stressed about? Good question. They're mostly stressed about the the pressure that they're getting, and these are their platoon sergeants that are telling me this is what they're sold as. The platoon sergeants.
Well, there's also this, like, you know, like you said, the patch, no patch, you know,
yes,
not just transitioning back to a garrison army, but you got to realize, like, okay, some of these soldiers or, you know, leaders that have been in a while have not had to deal with all the stress that comes from being at home. They had a spouse that was taking care of everything or whatever. And then they come home and now they got to figure out their way back into, you know, they're home so much more. They have to actually deal with their spouse. It's not just someone that's at home taking care of everything for you. So now, like, they have to rebuild relationships and everything else, and then transition to a garrison army on top of that. Yeah, that's like a huge life changes. Is what it is. And that's,
well, and one of the things that they're noticing too is that I'm glad you brought that up, because you pretty much answered the question that I was going to give to one of the commenters in the chats. Bailey was just saying the same thing. It's just like, what's going on in the lives that causes stress. I think also we're starting to see the effects of, hey, we've been through deployment rotation so much. Now individual has had time to actually, you're not really as competent as you thought you were as a leader or an NCO. You know what I mean? It's just, it's like, there's a tricky thing that, now you're talking about, you know, when you mentioned, you know, deal with your spouse and all this other stuff.
Yes, and I'll elaborate on that. Maybe deal with is the wrong word, but it's most divorces. I know there was a study done with this, like, you know, in the early part of the war is most military divorces happen right after the first deployment. So deal with, but is not probably the right word, but learning how to live together again and everything else. Like, you guys were like two separate entities. Like, you know, one was deployed, doing everything that they had to do over there. One was at home, taking care of everything that has to be done at home. And like getting back together again and learning how to be a partner, like with, you know, being partners, and like, hey, it's like, it's not really that simple, especially for a lot of the younger married couples that didn't really have a solid foundation and got married before, you know, hey, we might as well get married faster so we can get this extra money while I'm gone, type of, So
I mean,
that's what I mean by dealing.
That's a situation. So that's just from what the Joe's saying. Now, here's what the Sergeant First Classes are saying. The Sergeant First Classes, the platoon sergeants, that's like the, I guess you would say, mid-level sergeanting, I guess you would say, even though they're not the mid-level sergeant. I mean, there's like junior enlisted, I guess you'd say senior NCO, mid-level sergeanting. The platoon sergeants are just are having to filter a lot of the crap that their first sergeants and their CSMs are doing. They're like having to filter a lot of shit, and they're under a lot of pressure too, because their first sergeants or their CSMs are not understanding, I guess, the new dynamic, or they seem to be under pressure for something that, for instance, I didn't realize it. I mean, we joke around about making sure your slides are green and all that. I didn't realize it freaking. I really don't like. God, are you like freaking really? You really are pushing this stuff? Are you really telling your platoon sergeants that you better do this, you better do that, this better happen, or you better not do this, or because of this situation? That I mean, I thought it was just kind of like, it just kind of freaking. To me, it's almost like it's pretty cut and dry. There's pressure coming from the top, and there's stuff coming from the bottom. So, I mean, the Sergeant First Class is a platoon sergeant level. I guess you say mid-level sergeanting it would be. Now, the senior rank and stuff, first sergeants, CSMs, look at the news. Just look at the news.
I don't want to do that. I want to look at the news. You know me? I don't want to do that. Don't make me do it. No.
No, the sergeanting, at that level, it's almost like literally just a cakewalk. It's just managing. It's like somebody was saying earlier in the comments. Provide them a task and purpose. Provide them, mission command. Give them their left and right limits and go on. And no first sergeant should be friends with their troops or getting involved in troop life with stuff like that. No freaking CSM should be involved with their troops at that level. That's why they have filters all the way down to the squad level. A CSM and a first sergeant being chummy with a freaking junior enlisted or junior NCO, it's a wrong answer.
Well, chummy may be the wrong word, but it's okay to be friendly from time to time.
Right.
I just look at it as don't say or do anything that you wouldn't want, that you wouldn't do in front of your boss. Like that you would, like don't text anything that you wouldn't want read in public, or say anything that you wouldn't want the public to know about. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that. I could. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, I can see that. I don't know why. What is it about the senior? It's almost like they've lost touch at this point. They've lost touch with their troops. They've lost touch to the point to where they're not seeing exactly what their troops are dealing with.
Right.
They're not seeing exactly what I mean. Fuck. Not understanding that. Remember what we said last week about the somebody would be sitting in a meeting and something like that, and a senior leader will say, "Man, that grass sure is getting long. I wonder if the contractors are going back or doing stuff." And the next thing you know,
right.
you have
Joe cutting the grass at midnight.
Yeah, exactly. By the time the word got out, it's fucking frustrating to see this, and then you get your screenshots that we post up.
I know, again, like y'all are still like, nice about it, and don't be like posting names and tagging their moms in it, 'cause that's what I would do.
Yeah. Tagging their moms, your mom. We were doing mom jokes and stuff. It's frustrating, man, just to see this, man. I mean, hang on, let me grab a couple of instances of if like there's a couple of parody stuff that we have up here, but where is it at? Here we go. Here's a grabber. Let me move this out here. Let me pull this screenshot right here. Oh, Bradley, I got an example coming up right now about that.
Right? Okay.
I got an example about that. There we go. If you see, there's a bunch of forwardeds and forwardeds and forwardeds. This is going back and forth between did a CSM sent this, an SGM sent this, a unit, it doesn't matter, a unit leader sent this. If you have a soldier, no matter if they're initial, mid-careers, and they're close to ETS and they don't re-enlist, they will be put on an assignment on a restricted tour. If they have 6 months from ETS and they haven't re-enlisted, they will be put on an assignment for a 1-year tour. If they don't have the assignment and they don't have a signed a declination assignment, they'll be sent to Fort Couch. Why?
This, know what? This is in writing right here, or in text. Same thing. Act like this has not been happening for years and years and years, and I do not understand why this is even allowed. Like, even without like this being a threat, I have seen so many soldiers over my career, myself included, that get close to your time to ETS and you get put on assignment. So you have no choice but to either deck it or take it. And yeah, it's fucking bullshit. And like, this is like, if I was able to change one thing in the personnel side of the military, is that you could not put a soldier on assignment that did not have enough time to complete the assignment.
Understanding the environment that we have now. Remember, we stopped Infinity War. Okay, I can kind of see this some of the stuff happening in the up tempo of time of whatever back in the day towards the beginning, and we don't have time to fuck around. We don't have to do this, and we need to fill slots. Blah 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 blah. I could see.
Yeah, but they had other tools for that.
Right. Well, let me finish. I'm saying I could see if the soldier has been counseled and be given the opportunity to do so. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. My point is that if the soldier's been presented a counseling statement or has been counseled by the leaders that, hey, and I understand back, mind you, I'm talking Guadalicious, Guatemala time. Okay, I'm not talking about now. Right now, there's nothing other than us corralling and surrounding a bunch of Eastern European countries. That is.
Yeah, but they still have a mission to make when it comes to getting soldiers to re-enlist, and threatening them like this is not the way to do it.
Yeah, well, like this is definitely not the way to do it.
No,
this right here is like you're threatening soldiers. Now, first off, let's look at the first bubble. You're threatening soldiers with be putting on an assignment for a restricted tour. That means that you don't, you're not going to allow them to take their families with them. That means it's going to probably be in an area that's going to be either Korea, Kuwait. And then if they're on that, they're going to have a return to CONUS afterwards. And what? So you're pissed off that no one's re-enlisting. So you're going to send them on a restricted tour, not away from their fucking family, away from their families. So that way when they can come back, and it's a hardship on them because they have met the fulfillment of their contract.
And that's my point, is like, it doesn't matter, like, with all of these threats and everything, this is something that has been happening, forever. I don't even know, like, when they started it. You can be put on a, restricted tour or any assignment instructions and have to either re-enlist to take it or decline it.
Yep.
And then get the bar to re-enlistment that goes with signing a deck statement.
I guarantee it right now, that if the hang on, let me see what we got here.
Yeah,
we got a call. Hang on, let's see. Who is this?
We're trying to answer.
Yeah, I'm trying to answer. Oh, hang on. Hello, WTF Nation Radio in the air. Turn off your radio so we can hear you.
Trying to answer. Oh my gosh! Did you guys really answer me?
Yes, I really did answer. What's up?
I've been watching you guys and listening and following you guys on Facebook. And earlier I heard you guys talking about, I'm a military mother. My husband's a combat veteran.
Mm-hmm.
The wives thing. My son he's been deployed in Kuwait for over 6 months now, and he's been threatened divorce.
Oh, wow.
And I'm wondering how we go about this.
Are you saying that his spouse is threatening divorce?
Yes, while he's deployed.
Okay, while he's deployed, how long was he how long has he been gone so far?
He's been gone since December.
Since December. So he should be getting ready to come home anytime soon then, right?
Yeah.
What does his leader say about this?
He will not talk to me about it.
Oh.
So me and his father is a combat veteran. He's done, good God, 7 deployments.
Yeah.
And I've seen all of his buddies go through this. But my son has completely cut us off. So.
Oh, it's hard. I know.
We're worried about him.
Yeah. Has he contacted? I mean, do you know that he's active on social media? Do you know he's talking to his leaders and?
He's active on social media, but he's quit talking to us completely. And my husband is a stepfather, which he's called him dad. And my husband's he calls him his brother because he's, they both are infantry. My husband was a sniper in the Army, and now he's just completely quit talking to us. So my husband's very pissed. As a mother, I'm worried, but we're kind of worried. We're wondering I am wondering what I should do as a mom.
Oh man. Well, he's not been gone that long, and he's not been. This is tough because I don't want to put you on air with grievances within family stuff. You know what I mean? I don't want to break that trust, but have you contacted his unit to say, hey, get a hold of you?
No, hell no. My husband told me not to.
Oh, then here you are on WTF Moments talking to us.
Hey, it's anonymous right now.
Yeah, it's anonymous.
But I can just tell you this, right? Like, I know you said you were worried about his wife divorcing him or whatever. Unless he agrees to it, the Soldier and Sailors Relief Act will protect him from that. And it's something that
they have a baby also.
it's something that he'll have to deal with, obviously, when he gets home. But like I said, if they unless he's agrees to everything, she can't divorce him while he's deployed overseas. So
no, I know
that.
that. My question is because I talked to my husband, and he's in the military, and he's been divorced while he was overseas. Like, not divorced, he got divorced and he came back. He's been through a lot of stuff. As a mom, instead of asking him, because I don't like his answers most of the time, what do I do? You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
No, and I'll say what you're saying. And as a mom, unfortunately, and I'm just going to say this because I want you to know I am a mom to an almost adult too. He's an adult, and you can't make him do anything. And I would just say, be there when if he does, or when he does reach out again. And other than that, there really isn't much you can do. Just know that
he won't reach out to me at all. My mother-in-law, she's had 3 sons that have been in combat and everything, and one has a gold star. She's told me to call the chaplain, but I'm to the point I don't want to do that either.
Well, the thing is that here, if the chaplain, there's avenues, and I was about ready to suggest what one of the another commenters in the audience has said as well. You can contact you can send a Red Cross message to the Red Cross and have them contact you just for a health and welfare check, and that's it. I mean, you're going to have to make the decision on your own as well at what next step to do. You know what I mean? You could contact the chaplain and whatever, but this is touchy on that aspect.
Yeah, it's not fun. And that's, I appreciate you guys talking to me because I don't have many people to talk to.
Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate you calling in and at least getting some of that advice, so you have some avenues to go through.
Okay, and so I can call the chaplain and have him checked on.
Yeah, just call a unit chaplain,
or he won't get in trouble.
Well, I mean, that's another thing too. It's just like what happens. It's he's not going to get into.
Seriously, another question for you guys. I know I'm wasting your time. I hate to waste your time.
Go ahead.
The minute he left, his wife went and got a breast augmentation done. And a lot of stuff has happened. And then my granddaughter's not being taken care of at all. So it's kind of a question like, how do I go about checking on my granddaughter also? Does that make sense?
Ooh.
They live on base.
Oh yeah, that's a command thing. Just do a health and welfare.
The wife has done a lot of things that have been really messed up since he's left.
Okay. Well, I think for all the other stuff you kind of need to.
Yeah, the rest of what his wife is doing as a grown adult, I don't think you should concern yourself with that. If you are. If you have reason to believe that your granddaughter is not being taken care of, I'm going to, like I said, this might sound a little blunt.
So will he get in trouble for it, is my question.
Well, it's just putting it out right now, ma'am, is not the way to do it on here. Does that make sense? I mean, because currently, this is going out to a reach of almost 8 million, and we're on 8 different platforms. So I don't know if he would be appreciative to have that even come out. Does that make sense?
Oh, you hate me.
So
I don't know. I want to reach out to other military people besides my husband and my brother-in-law.
Yeah, well, just like I said, contact the chaplain and hit up the Red Cross for all your concerns. That's all. That's all we can offer. So
yeah, they can do a health and welfare check and just make sure that yes, he is fine.
Okay.
So it's okay. It's okay.
Homecoming is the question I have.
Well, it's the thing is it's okay to be a concerned mother and a grandmother, but just not be judgmental on a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? It's not people are going to do their own thing and live their own way, and you may ostracize him. You may feel ostracized. You know what I mean? He's gonna take that.
Yeah.
So, anyways, glad for you to call. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, ma'am.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Whew. What were we saying about bubble number 2? Lordy, if there are 6 months for BTS, they haven't re-enlisted, be put on assignment for 1 year.
That's what we were.
That's what we're talking about. Shit like this is tough. Shit like this is tough, and I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It's thanks, Bailey. It's been a day, so I appreciate it. It's been hard. You and Spanky cheer me up and is good enough. So I appreciate it. Not to get all mushy and stuff. It's getting dusty in here. Oh, talk amongst yourselves. Exactly that. Do biscuits and gravy belong on pizza? That is an atrocity, Baconator. Not only is that an atrocity, but that's also a that's almost as bad as saying Latinx or Latinx. If you put biscuits and gravy on a pizza, ill.
What?
What's that? Yeah, it's like, ugh, gross. Why do you want to put biscuits and gravy on a pizza? That's gross. That's like, ugh. Everybody knows pizza comes with pepperoni, jalapenos, and pineapple. Oh man, yeah, I appreciate the caller. That's pretty dicey. That's a dicey situation. I know parents, I know family members. Just like I was just talking about the different NCOs, different leaderships of concern. You have sergeants. You have the E4 Mafia, and then you have you had mid-level sergeanting, and then you have senior level sergeanting that have a different perspective and a different lens in how we all see each other. The atrocity's still there. We play the atrocity soundbite. It always happens after the break, so after the music goes away, the atrocity soundbite comes on after the Darth Vader and Star Wars one that Disney's gracious enough not to kank from us. What was I saying? It's different lenses. I know something that pisses me off about the Army, and I'll say this right now, is when they say we're concerned about families unless it makes us look bad. Unless this makes us look bad, or unless it's it pisses me off. Just like going back to the story of Command Sergeant Major Barrios. It was on Reddit threads.
Oh, you go down those rabbit holes? I can't even.
No, I look at it like this. I would want to highlight the organization getting highlighted about something that's bad. That way you see that there is good order and discipline within an organization. Yeah, I was talking. And I had a lot of, I don't know, I do a lot of whiteboard work. I do a lot of things in my head that's like, you ever see that meme of that dude with he's sitting there just like imagining stuff, and you see all those math numbers.
All the calculations.
All these calculations. That's what happens when I start thinking about
that's your
stuff.
brain, I know.
My adventure brain is going, you know what I mean? It's like I'm going to throw some avocados at you or something. That Reddit thread about Command Sergeant Major Barrios, what pisses me off is that it was, he's always done this. This always happened. He was always like that. It's always been like that.
All right, I haven't read the Reddit thread, so what is it?
Well, basically, it's that his involvement messing with one of his own troops said that he's been known to be like that since he was a Sergeant First Class.
Right. Okay. So if he's been known to be like that, you can write about it on the Reddit thread. What did you do about it when,
right.
It was happening and
that's
you should have brought it up to somebody?
Since he was a platoon daddy, since he was a plat daddy, it's been known that he's been doing that stuff. So why is it that we wait until the end and this guy becomes, I don't know, senior enlisted advisor of an organization where he has troops and he gets to that point? I remember Bradley talking about earlier about we were discussing maybe a more stringent and more thorough background on stuff like that and reports and stuff. It's like the Army wants to believe social media accounts and they like to enforce a standard when it comes to social media accounts, but not when it's about something else. Not when it could look like, how do you know you're not saying this? It's that fine line.
Right. Oh, and I agree with the comment in here. Well, some of the comment is that, like the investigating officers, like, okay, this brand new lieutenant is doing it. I kind of like, all right.
I agree with George.
I want all the investigations taken out of chain of command's hands. Period.
Right.
I don't think it's
exactly.
like I don't. It doesn't matter if it's a brand new second lieutenant or I have been an investigating officer as a sergeant first class. So it's not really. It has to be. It does not have to be a commissioned officer to be an IO. So anyway, I think it should be taken completely out of chain of command's hands.
Right.
Period.
Right.
But the investigating officer does not have the authority to give
everybody. I'll be honest with you. Everybody in the comments is dead on. Don't come on, dude. Me, George. I'm on your side. I know that.
Yeah.
George in the comments. Come on, dude. Yeah, come on, dude. That's right. I'm with you. I'll be honest with you. There should be a rank senior to that of the other individual that should be senior ranking than the individual that's being investigated.
Right.
And we have to kind of look at the commensurate to years of service as well. A brand new fresh lieutenant, second lieutenant coming out of the schoolhouse. Hell, even a captain. Most captains, unless they've had some enlisted time, are 6 years in, and they're going to investigate somebody who's got up 10 years of service in there. Kind of intimidating, huh? Because what if that individual's been there they've been with him the whole time or something like that? Mm-hmm. I think exactly that.
And there's bias. If you're in the same organization, I don't care how, by the book you think you are, you already have an opinion of whoever the person that you're investigating is before you start. If you know of them, that's why, in civilian courts, there's that conflict of interest bullshit.
Right, exactly,
it's the
exactly.
Same thing. You all already know that person.
Right,
you have
exactly.
An opinion.
That should be complete and unbiased. It should not be their company commander. It should not be a platoon leader that could be coerced or forced by the rating chain. And Bradley trying to get people, getting your pitchforks out on your brother. Bradley's like, military police investigators can get it done. I know you're just trolling us there, Bradley. I know, man. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get everybody's blood pressure raised up. Almost made me spit. I was about to grab my coffee, but I was going to spit my coffee if I had taken a sip reading that comment of yours. Bailey's got a good point. What if they're the same, directing and rating the person they're investigating? Exactly that. It should be taken out, like Spanky said. There's also, this should all be taken out of the chain of command. Any investigation, not within the same office. Not, as a matter of fact,
not even within the same brigade.
Not even the same brigade. As a matter of fact, they should just have a disinterested officer. Specifically, a disinterested officer. Inspector Gadget does a better job. I know, lately, you didn't see in the fucking news, you ain't lying.
And just give it to go give it to one of those TikTok investigators. They'll have everything.
Oh my God, dude! Just have a TikTok. Yeah, just have a TikTok investigator happen. Them kids out there will nail it down.
You just tell them, hey, go find out what's going on with these two people.
Right,
they will have that back to you in 24 hours or less.
They will have that. Not only that, but they'll have a full report and ready to go and post on TikTok. It should be like on the global. It's like there's an like the Beria situation. It should have been on the global. Okay, there's a 15.6. That's what I keep saying. I was talking to somebody about having a milk case net, kind of like a database system, like EES.
Oh yeah,
that right there. So that way it comes in.
We talked about that before.
Yeah, just hi, I'm Sergeant Major Ramos here. I'm going to go ahead and this is this. We're going to go ahead and initiate an investigation here, and the command is doing that. But blink, that thing goes out. The next thing you know, the global goes, but blink, just like you're on assignment orders. You have been selected by the United States Army Investigation Command. You will be investigating this event. You are to report here. Here's some TDY orders. Bam, you're gone.
And like I said, I also think that they should keep a database on unsubstantiated reports.
Yeah.
The only time it'll come up is if you wind up getting investigated again.
Yep, exactly that.
And
exactly
it'll show
that.
A pattern.
Exactly
they do it for suspected.
But you looking over my shoulder when I'm freaking chatting with people and shit, Spanky. That's exactly what I said, man.
Well, no, and they do it for any type of suspected child abuse. Even if it was found unsubstantiated, not or even if it was completely cleared, they know that you did not abuse your child. That investigation is still in the database. So, if you ever get investigated for child abuse again, that will come up.
Right.
It will only come up if you get investigated again.
Right,
it's not
because
hurt you.
Because having a database system that says It shouldn't have to take Facebook. It shouldn't have to take Twitter, and it shouldn't have to take any other mode of social media database or something like that for somebody to say, "There's been a pattern of this before. This has been a pattern. Right. He's been known to do this. He's been known to fuck his troops or be one with the ladies with his old lady back at the house." And then, speaking about the old lady back at the house, what does the Army do for the family that's been dishonored and disgraced in this shit? What does the Army do? We damn sure fall over ourselves to fucking have a casualty assistance officer when somebody is a KIA or a line of duty death. We damn sure make sure that the family member is taken away. But what do we do in the Army when an NCO, a senior leader, fucks up and gets relieved like fucking Sergeant Major Barrios, and the next thing you know, what happens? His family's out. His family's out, destitute and shit, and nobody gives a fuck about the family member. It's always like, well, there you go.
And that's another thing that they can change, because they can.
No, sorry, no, no, Spanky. It's all about haircuts. It's all about ABCP, and it's all about ponytails. That's what people give a fuck about. If they truly gave a fuck about family members in the Army, they would fix this right fucking now. Because right now, people first is fucking lip service. Right now, it is so much lip service that we have soldiers staying in fucked up barracks, fucked up housing, and when a family member, service member, fucks around on their old lady and their family and disgraces them in the public, then what? Then the family member does what? The family member has to, on their own, up and pack and move the fuck out. Like Bailey said, it's a family casualty. You know, we Gold Star family. Well, what about a Black Eye or Black Mark family or something like that? Something to that effect, because no one's going to give a fuck about the family when this shit happens. People first, exactly that, Oscar. I mean, I'm not going off on you, Spanky. I'm just like, fucking.
I know.
I just like,
and it's an easy fix. It's just a change to the regulation, because it's in place. If that spouse was a victim of domestic violence,
oh my God, dude,
then their husband got kicked out or whatever,
and see,
they
this
can still
exactly
get paid.
that. This, I'm gonna right now. I'm officially announcing it. A concept. I got myself and another person have been involved in this concept. And you coders out there and you individuals come out there, hit us up. Hit me up in the inbox, or hit ice@WTFNationRadio.com, or DM the inbox, or hit contact@WTFNationRadio.com if you guys want to build a database system for some shit like this that can connect. Because what if Bailey's got a good point? What if their family? What if the family, like this SF colonel that was out at JBLM, that was pointing weapons at their fucking family, that was holding his family at gunpoint and holding the police at bay at gunpoint? What happens to the family then? So when he's out and retired, and they're just, oh, okay, well, fucking see ya. I guess you're on your own. We got you signed in the roster, Chris. I see you. Once you comment, you're signed in automatically. It's frustrating, dude. I always think, someone brought it up, Ice, what happens to the family member during a situation like this? What happens to a family member when a senior leader fucks up like this? What does a family go through? The chain of command needs to fucking act and take care of that family just exactly like a line of duty death or CAO duties or a KIA. Especially this situation, because what if the family?
You'll let me finish now.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If you want to,
sorry,
it is really all it will take is a change to the regulation. They have it in place. If the spouse was a victim of domestic violence and the soldier gets busted, put in jail, kicked out, whatever, then they can continue paying the spouse. The spouse can continue staying in housing, and I believe it's up to a year. At least it was a year, like the last time I had to deal with this. So they have some time to adjust to, like, hey, my now ex-husband or whatever is in prison or kicked out of the military and is no longer getting a paycheck. They will still take care of the family for it was up to a year. So it's really just as simple as changing that again.
Right,
like
but
if this Sergeant Major gets kicked out or goes to jail or whatever, they can still pay the family. They don't pay him anymore. They pay his family, giving them time to adjust. And it's not just like, oh, he's kicked out or he's whatever and fuck y'all. Sorry.
It sucks. It's infuriating. Some of the things that makes me want to open up the hood of the WTF Nation inbox and just blat it all out. this unit here, this unit here, this unit here, and it happens in all units. That's what pisses me off is that it happens within organizations that you would not think it would happen. USASOC, SVABs.
It doesn't matter what kind of unit
First
it is.
Armored, First Infantry.
There's piece of shit people everywhere.
It don't matter, exactly. But it's a chain of command. Bailey's got a good point. The chain of command needs to give a fuck. So speaking of which, I gotta give you guys a break. I got a break because I'm freaking. But anywho, gonna take a break right quick so I can calm down. Maybe get some more coffee. unless you guys all enjoy the fire and the dumpster burning. Man, burning a dumpster like fucking Elon Musk is burning Twitter right now. Did you see his latest tweet talking about putting cocaine back in Coke?
Please do. I'll get so much more shit done.
All right, we'll be right back. Everybody take a break. We'll see you in the second shots. And yes, the atrocity stinger will come back on, so stand by.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
Nothing feels the same. Let it all be Is this where you draw the line? 'Cause it's so sad. Tell me where you lost your faith. Is it so bad? Couldn't see it in your face. And it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down. While you keep it in your head. Is it so bad? Never heard a word you say. And it's so sad. Tell me when you lost your way. 'Cause it's so bad. I'll see you when I pray. And it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down. Is it what you want? Is it what you needed now? Is it what you breathe? Is it what you're bleeding now? Is it what you feel? Is it what you're feeling now? Is it what you wanted? I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down. Hello, hello to you. Will you come back down to me? Hello, hello to you. Will you come back down? Hello, hello to you. Won't you come back down to me? Hello, hello to you.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
In the middle of Mojave. Yeah, people like to say that. This is pretty interesting times we're living in. If you say misinformation or disinformation, now it's just this third term that's just going to be thrown at you.
We're going to get shut down now.
Yeah, exactly.
You said naughty words.
Because I said naughty words. It's all.
Just imagine like George Carlin doing his like 7 naughty words stand up now. It would be like, pandemic, COVID, misinformation, disinformation, Elon Musk.
Oh my God, dude! I know it's now to the point where you say anything that nobody agrees with you with. That's what I'm saying. You say something that somebody disagree with you, they'll cry and say misinformation, disinformation. People freak out. I'm like, well, I'm telling you, you're full of shit, and you need to do some PT or something like that. Misinformation, disinformation. There's no such thing as something to say in PT is going to keep you. I'm like, oh my God, dude. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, we were talking about bad leaders. I see some comments in here, man. Air out that laundry. Shelley says that blaming wildfires on Jewish space altars is BS and is disinformation. Well, I mean, yeah, space lasers, Jewish space lasers. Yeah, that's definitely disinformation. You can't really. I have no. Sure, but do you have proof that there is no lasers out there being used, whether it be Jewish or Christian or, you know what I mean? I don't see. Yeah, you never know. Yeah, because now anybody who says anything about nothing, the reason, if I say anything about anybody or something like that, it's going to be like, oh, he's being racist. So Julie said that she had a first sausage tell her that that me and my buddies just he's Army first, family always, and me and my buddies looked at each other like, what does that even mean?
I remember that saying.
Remember that?
Seriously, what does it really even mean?
Like, Gregory.
Okay, well,
look at that.
The family's always going to be there, but I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
So
the seven deadly.
Y'all cut grass at midnight.
Yeah, exactly. I like Gregory's 7 deadly words of 2022: patriarchy, misogyny, racist, xenophobic, transphobic, triggered pandemic. Yeah. Nobody ever talks about what words like that upset other people, like the Latinx. I'm going to go back on that. If I see an army posts anything, Latinx or Latinx or Latinx, whatever you want to call it, I will troll the hell out of whatever it is. See, even she, see Shelley? See, I'm about to say Shelley cannot confirm the religious background of the space lasers. That's right, see? There you go. Maybe you need to hit up Space Force WTF Moments, our sister,
maybe they'll know.
Our baby page, and you'll they might be exactly that, Gregory. I just want to fuck around with laser beams.
Sharks with fucking laser beams.
Exactly.
Sharks
with freaking laser beams.
I'm gonna have to watch that movie later now.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will troll the Army if they post anything that says Latinx on there. As a matter of fact, if you find anything in the Army, let me know. I'll troll them. I'll troll the Army on Latinx and Latinx. Right now, PAOs are going typing their keyboards. Oh shit! Better. He just said he's gonna put us on blast. Gonna find out what's going on. He says something about what happened. Well, what's going on? Why they're frantic? WTF Nation Radio said they're gonna post something and troll us about some Kleenex or something. Oh, sorry. I think it was Latinx. Latinx. I still can't get over that. So please make sure you submit them to the inbox. And hey, I said that if you send something that has to do with Latinx, we will post it out. Exactly that, Garrett. I have no idea. I still don't know what it is. But okay, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, we're talking about. Okay, look, next week is the countdown. Next week is next Sergeant's Time is going to be Cinco de Mayo. Yes. Finally, Cinco de Mayo. Yes. So please make sure you wear your. I will not be offended if you wear any sombreros or something like that, and if you're just sitting there hanging out. To me, I don't consider it cultural appropriation. You want to wear something that symbolizes the defeat of an army that supported the Confederates, huh? Then yeah, there you go. Wear it. Post them shits. Wear it. Guess I'm gonna put my sombrero on too. Might have to get a mic on an arm or something like that, so that way I can wear my big sombrero and for Sergeant's Time. Let me get in some tactical. Right. Get a tactical setup. Exactly that. Setup isn't clear. So
I don't know if I'll have a sombrero, but I'm sure I can.
I will be drinking Tecate. Yes. There will be.
I get something festive.
Yeah. Get something festive. I haven't know, but the reason why I mentioned that is because we are going to make a post about the history of that day. As a matter of fact, I think the last time we did a Cinco de Mayo post, a show we did. We actually did a Cinco de Mayo show. We discussed about what it was, about. We even posted. I think we posted a video too from the History channel.
Yes.
We posted a video. Make tacos on air. Ooh, man, I know. Maybe I should bring down a broadcast. I got a broadcast module that I can bring down to the kitchen. Make tacos a carne asada or something like that, and then go on break and come back in here to the studio. So, but yeah, hey, you go celebrate.
Yeah,
the reason why.
It's like when they fought the French or something. And I'm trying to remember, because it's been a year since I've studied it or read about it. When they fought the French.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they
it wasn't Spain for once.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't independence from Spain. Yeah, that's in.
That wasn't Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, that wasn't Cinco de Mayo exactly. So, but don't worry, I'll make sure to wear and it's Sergeant's time, and it is in support of the Union Army. The battle did end up supporting the Union Army to defeat the Confederates. And so, I think it's awesome. It's actually based on the Battle of Puebla. So Cinco de Mayo. So the reason why I think it's kind of cool that we have Cinco de Mayo, a show on Cinco de Mayo, Sergeant's Time. We're going to talk about the contribution of Cinco de Mayo and how we don't say Latinx, or we don't say Latinx, or we don't say Latinx. So that's just want you guys to know that's going to be on the table. So I'll be trolling a lot of individual. If I see Latinx in the chats, I'm just going to troll you. I'm just going to troll you, and that's it. But the reason why is because there was an ALRAC that was released changing AR 670-1 and DA PAM 670-1. And that was the authorization of ponytails, right? The authorization of different hairstyles for women soldiers. The ALRAC is going to expire, or it's going to be an end date of 5 May, Cinco de Mayo. So leaders have been telling their soldiers that, well, it's going to expire. It's going to expire, so you have to go back to the standard hairstyle. Even though the SMA and the G1 Uniform Sergeant Major stated that there was going to be updates and additional ALRACs to be issued out. So it just happens that date is Cinco de Mayo. Battle of the Ponytails, too. You know what I mean? Battle of Puebla, Battle of Ponytails, Cinco de Mayo, Tecate, Sombreros, Serape. What more could you ask for? Tequila. I might maybe do a tequila. I haven't done tequila shot in a long time.
Oh, yeah, me either. But it probably won't. We'll see. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be bad to take shots on air. Would be kind of like, I don't know, counterproductive. We might end up like, calling some staff duty. We haven't called a staff duty in a long time.
We have not.
As a matter of fact, maybe we should. Maybe we should just pick a unit and just call staff duty. Say, hey, this is WTF Nation Radio. You're on the air. Hey, what's going on? Happy Cinco de Mayo. What you guys doing? Yeah, staff duty. Where are you at? What's your address? And we DoorDash them or Uber Eats them some tacos.
We could do that. I'm down. If you'd like to nominate a staff duty.
Wouldn't that be some crazy? Some CSM. Some CSM getting all pissed off because just like how One Punch Dad imitates a CSM with the fucked up face. He looks like if Thanos and Quagmire had a baby, you know.
Oh, yeah. I just threw my laptop on the floor.
Hey, who got you this? I can just see a CSM doing it. Oh, who got you that? Sergeant Major, the WTF Nation Radio gave us some talk. I don't know why a kid would be talking like that, but I'm just saying.
You never know.
You never know. It could be, it could be like that. I should do that, man. We should call up a staff duty and DoorDash them or Uber Eats them some tacos. Do some installations don't do that? I just want to make sure I don't want to have.
Yeah, well, I know. Well, at least everywhere I've been has recently. Like the only thing is that making sure that, and the Uber Eats drivers around here, like the Fort Hood area, they know, like they don't take orders on Fort Hood unless they can get on post. So okay. Yeah, I know it works around here. Because for a while there, it was a pain in the butt. Because even like if you had an ID card, like if you went through the main gate, those civilians that guard the main gate wouldn't let you like come on if they make you get a pass. Like I have an ID card, well not me, but
yeah. No, I would think
You go through the Clear Creek gate. Soldiers don't care. You got an ID card, go in. Don't care what you do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm just kind of curious to see if they would do that. Well, we just call staff, maybe see whatever, or maybe I could get with a unit first sergeant or something like that and say, hey, look. I mean, you guys, a courtesy of me, go pick up some tacos, and you go do this to your organization. Make sure you deliver them to staff duty. Pick up some tacos.
Because we're gonna call and check.
If we gotta call, yeah.
Trust but verify.
Okay, so it's the same on Schofield Barracks. Okay, yeah. Well, okay, that idea went out. Unless I do a pickup, unless I tell a first sergeant, hey, I'm gonna dime you out. I'm gonna say that for Cinco de Mayo, I'm gonna get some tacos and stuff like that, and for your staff duty kids or something like that. I wonder what the units are doing for staff duty too for their kids, for their troops.
For Cinco de Mayo, probably absolutely nothing.
Wait, what's up with that? Oh, everybody else.
I mean, that's
Everybody else. Everybody. Oh yeah. Everybody else.
That's
Everybody. Yeah. Every other holiday or every other celebration gets freaking. Oh, look what I did. Performative leadership bullshit. I came over here to hang out and see what my soldiers are doing for staff duty, and I brought them a plate. Yeah. Oh, no, but that's Cinco de Mayo. Oh, no.
Oh, maybe we'll make it a thing.
What's up with that? What's up with the hate with Cinco de Mayo, Army? What's up with that?
We don't get a day off. Nothing.
PAOs get to work. I better not see Latinx, or Latinx on anything. Man. So we're gonna go ahead and break out the lemon pledge. Normally, when we have a guest, we have.
Let me get that. Shake it up.
Shake it up. Normally, when we have a guest, we have a longer show. Why do we have staff duty or CQ? Man, George, you ain't. That's a good point right there, man.
That's a whole show.
That's a whole nother show about why we have to do this and all. There are individuals that still think right now that we should have staff duty and CQ because what if a soldier does something? Yeah, how about we do this? How about we get rid of the barracks? How about we get rid of the barracks? We got a new cut sheet out yet? I think we got one out, right? Let's see. We had Kevin Bigley, right? He came on. He joined us this week for Pop Culture Warrior. And then we got Colleen O'Shaughnessy coming up. CQ just confirmed, but we're working with another guest right now who is familiar to WTF Nation, but somehow has now made it big. All I know is that if you ride a Harley and you watch Sons of Anarchy or the Mayans, I'm just saying.
I am all caught up on the newest season of the Mayans.
You see them? Yeah. I don't want to break it. Yeah, I'll let CQ. I'll let CQ do all that stuff. And also like he broke earlier. If you're providing tacos, I will pull staff duty. Gary's gonna be like, yeah, could you imagine? Sorry, Major, there's some dude sitting in here, and he's there's some dude in here in civilian clothes, and he's eating tacos, and he said he'll take my shift. What's going on? Yes. So, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, voice of Tails on Sonic. Also, we want to make sure we really solidify it and I get the green light. But if you watch Sons of Anarchy or if you watch Mayans, you'll be thumbs up on this. Also, dude, we got another one coming up in May. This is scary. I hope he doesn't get mad and start tearing up the studio, which is why I'm glad we're doing it the way we do it, because he would probably be turning into his polymimetic liquid metal stats and do something. So yes, that's a possible, and we're just trying to get that. I think he already made the announcement, right? We have the T-1000 joining us.
And for those of us that are not nerds, what's a T-1000?
What's a T-1000? It's a model Terminator. It's a new polymimetic alloy. Robert Patrick, the T-1000. The actor who played the T-1000 Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Wow, he's going on here and he's going to try. Maybe we should have the voice actor that does Arnold to come on here and mess with him. How you doing, Robert? Glad you can see you again. Wow. So I don't do it I don't do good Arnold. But anyways. So yeah, dude. So that's what's going on. Cause is still out. He had to take a short notice business trip, so he won't be doing Friday Night Freedom. We might do a repost of an older show, or one of us might do a show. Yep, he was also in the unit. He was get down now. It was also in The Sopranos. You're right. I think he was in Sons of Anarchy too. So yeah, there's some big guests coming up. We're still waiting on some other individuals that have to do with the need for speed and light the fires and kick the tires, and wondering what's up with that. See what's up with that status. And yeehaw, Jester's dead type of thing.
I know, I can't wait to see that.
Once we find that, you know what?
It's less than a month.
Yeah, less than a month. We'll see if that doesn't happen. If it doesn't happen when they come on, or we don't get to do our stuff and do our premiere and stuff like that, that's okay. We're trying to get in with the producers and working with the Navy to bring you guys a Maverick, Top Gun 2. So, yeah, Peacemaker as well. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so I'm excited. This is these little short little things. Don't forget, we're also doing key leader engagements. I do sometimes some guest speaking and talk to units, and we don't really broadcast it because the soldiers want the units out of respect for them. So right now, yes, Army, I'm out there talking to your formations.
Never know.
Never know. I might just show up and next and there's an auditorium and they're like, this is blah blah blah, and also WTF Radio, and it was like, like, don't worry, I don't have my phone on.
He puts them DTS things in. I know where he's going.
Yep.
So,
Oh man, but yeah, it's so we're pretty excited. A lot of work's going on. Hey, just real quick, if you guys are connecting with us or trying to contact our front desk, I think it's safe to say we could say this, right? About Mom, right? Mom was involved in an automobile accident. She's okay. COVID Carl's okay. She was seen overnight for observation, but she's going to be out of the net. She's been, dude, just like, holy shit.
The universe is kicking Mom's ass lately. I'm just going to have to go, I don't know, fight karma or.
Right. Oh my God!
It's just smoke tea or whatever it is I'm supposed to do to clear up the universe.
Right, dude. Her and Carl both got the Rona. They both got sick. They just got healed out of that. Then she had her surgery, and then she got sick again, and then she got in a car. Dude, what the fuck is going on?
Right? Maybe I just need to move her back down here.
I'm about the same.
Like move her here, get her here, get some good old Texas allergies going, and clear everything else up.
Yeah, really, exactly. So again, we have shows broadcasted on all our channels right now. We're on 2 Facebook pages, YouTube, Twitch. I see the Twitch account starting to go a little bit more because, and we also, if you go on our website, go WTFNationRadio.com, you can see all of our posts. We also have a Discord. So, again, pretty cool. I'm excited. Glad we got things going up. More stuff is happening. Again, this could not have happened without you guys and gals. We appreciate you tuning in. Share, like, and follow. 2 Facebook pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. YouTube at WTF Nation Radio. Twitch at WTF Nation Radio. Twitter. Never any 2 bits on one thing. Was I? Don't you? Exactly that. MPs are wrecking their vehicles a lot, man. We had to stop posting MP vehicles because, dude, what is it with MPs and driving? They're crashing their shit all the time. So. But anyways.
Yeah, everybody's crashing. It's just
right.
Everybody stops to take the pictures of the MP vehicles.
Exactly.
There's proof.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We also have other guests coming on that because now you guys know on the Monday edition, which is on Monday, which is myself and Shipwreck, news, commentary, and discussion. We're gonna have it's midterm season coming. We're gonna get some people who are voting. We also have some discussions here. We got we have AQI audits that those guys are going to be. We're in discussions to find a good time when they can come on Monday to discuss what they do, and I think what they do is important. And then Tuesday, Pop Culture Warrior, of course, with CQ and the Unpop Cultured Radar, myself and Spanky on Sergeant's Time on Thursday, and then we have Cause and Friday Night Freedom with Pookie. So there we go. Thank you guys again for hanging out. You got anything for me, Spanky? You got
I don't. Just sweet dreams, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, dude. Are you like Are you okay? I just want to make sure. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to
right.
blow
no,
up.
I'm not all right, damn it.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out. And of course, we'll definitely see you. Make sure you guys tune in to the Monday edition. Friday, like I said, it might be a show, might not, but we might have a. I have a repost of what's going on WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page. So y'all have a good night and shots. See you.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo more. People talking without, people hearing without listening, people writing songs and voices never shared, and no one dared to turn the sound of silence. Fools say that you do not know, silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words and I might teach you. Hey, my arms and I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops fell, and echoed in the wells of silence, and the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out his warning, and the words that it was forming. In the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls, in tenement halls, and whispered in the
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
Сьогодні ти знову написала, що тобі страшно. І я знову попрошу. Ні, сьогодні я накажу відставити боятись. Погладь за мене бармале і спокійно лягай спати. До речі, як там Урусю в школі? Скажи тату берегти серце і обійняти маму. І взагалі, давайте усміхатися. В вашій силі краса. Допомагайте один одному і виручайте. Цілуйте любимих. Святкуйте свою свободу. Ви за нашими спинами, ось такі теж надійні, не ховаєтеся, прикриваєте нас із тилу. Зробіть так, щоб ми пишалися вами. І ми повернемось. Повернемось і будемо жити.